Hello, welcome to another program. It's the 6th of May 2016, and get your families ready, folks. Hillary's emails have been exposed. In fact, they've been available for over 2 years about how she's taken down America. So has Bill, her husband. In fact, I had the intelligence community and two-star generals discuss with me exactly how Bill Clinton was destroying America for over 8 years. Now, we know that Hillary participated in the killing of Ambassador Christopher Stevens. They stated that night that they and Hillary and Obama watched the death of Christopher Stevens, and the second that Christopher Stevens was dead, they took the Mujahideen al-Khaliq off the terrorist watch list and sent 400 tons of explosives and weapons to the Mujahideen al-Khaliq. Christopher Stevens had taken Hillary's commish on that, and she was pissed, so she killed him. Just like she killed the Japanese ambassador to China the same night, because he had a peace proposal over Yangsha Island, which we know as Scarborough Shoal, which is a huge island with a mountain made of gold. Hillary also sold nuclear, biological, and chemical weapons to Saddam Hussein in Iraq, a CIA employee, to the Lafarge Company that killed over 200,000 of our soldiers. Thank you, VA, you rotten sons of a guns. Senator Rigel put out a U.S. Senate report on this and fined the Lafarge Company $5,000 for violation of the Commerce Act. Orly Tates tried to sue Hillary, and Hillary was on the board of directors of the Lafarge Company. She's responsible for 200,000 soldiers' deaths. How much did that cost you, American taxpayer? Remember when Ambassador Christopher Stevens was killed, and Hillary and President Barack Hussein Obama, they blocked the rescue force from intervening? It was all over the press. There were 3 rescue forces within 10 minutes, well, 15 minutes of the battle. Hillary and Obama blocked the rescue forces from rescuing Ambassador Christopher Stevens. It was a hit. They killed, I think, 5 or 6 U.S. soldiers. That's murder. She's above the law. What's going on? These reports and films of the weapons found in Iraq can be ordered from the website of Captain Joyce Riley at the Power Hour. We'll leave the link below. But there's a lot of links to this story. Now, we've been hearing a lot about Hillary's erased emails. I erased them, they're not there. Yeah, then how come the FBI and Russian TV have a copy of all of them? How did they get erased, Jane, if Russian TV has a copy of them?
Well, it's just a diversion.
What are they diverting us from? WikiLeaks alone. Just WikiLeaks. We'll show you the link here. Let's see. Senator Rigel. Hillary Clinton's deleted personal emails. Covered by the FBI. Obama signs executive order, martial law, where he can seize everything you own. The Power Hour. ThePowerHour.com. WikiLeaks.org. Hillary Clinton email archive. 30,322 emails by Hillary Clinton. We'll get into that in a minute. That's, by the way, that's the real Hillary without her makeup on. That's a double. That's a double. I believe that was her 10 years ago. That's her now. She's pretty ugly, isn't she?
Wow.
Yeah, she's just gotten old and ugly. But anyway,
moving right along.
Even Hillary, it's just that she's ugly inside. Even Hillary's husband stated it. He was joking about it. He says, well, if Hillary takes the White House, I'm leaving the country. Remember that?
Yeah.
Bernie Sanders asked him, Hillary, if you're indicted, you know, we're talking about murder, treason, death penalty stuff. If you're indicted, will you leave the race? She says, oh, Bernie, you know that's never going to happen.
Yeah.
What is this gal? She commits treason and murder and destroys the country and she's still walking? This is third world stuff. She feels superior to the law, that she can do anything and get away with it. From mass murdering of our troops to destroying America through backdoor deals.
Yeah.
So what are they hiding, Jane?
They're hiding the fact that they are taking over and the people have less rights. And
we have no rights. We have to buy it.
See, people still think they have rights, but they don't.
If a person comes into our house and we shoot them, we have to have insurance. It costs us $200 a year to keep insurance just in case some My God, we've got neighbors who raped 4 different children, committed first-degree and second-degree murder. They're now living in homes. If they come in here to kill us and we kill them, we have to have insurance just to protect ourselves.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. It's sad, and it's the raping of America, basically.
It's the destruction of America.
Well, yeah.
I mean, that UN conference, that gal talking about creative destruction, it was almost like she was having a, well, let's just say she was highly sexually excited.
Stimulated.
Stimulated. I mean, she was in the middle of something talking about creative destruction.
This is on the...
This is on the internet.
Yeah.
Lucifer Trust Fund.
Lucas Trust, yeah. They're very bizarre.
So this is God's response. If President Obama and U.S. Attorney Loretta Lynch block Hillary's immediately prosecution and arrest for murder, for treason and murder against troops of the United States and against the United States corporation, then the living God will go after those who block it. He'll go after Obama and Loretta Lynch. She's already got cancer. It's going to spread, but there's 2 doubles. The doubles are all getting cancer. God says Hillary and her doubles are going down, but how, I'm not sure.
Well, yeah. Well, the fact that everything is coming out and the fact that people are waking up, it's got a lot to say about it. Oh, don't change that.
No, but that's who she is.
I know, but change it.
It's not that she's old. It's just, how do you take somebody down with 3 doubles?
That's definitely a different one.
That is a different one than that, which is a different one than that, which is a different one than that.
I think the one that's the most stark is that one. That's way different.
Yeah. She has that little dot there. Oh, she has a wart there, no dot there. But she's got a little dot there. That one has the dot in the correct place. That one has the dot in the correct place. That one has 2 dots. This is like the Obama dot. I mean, the new Obama's got 2 warts, not 1. So, yeah, I know, pretty ugly. I mean, it wouldn't be so bad if she wasn't so dang ugly. Oh, that one has no dot. That one has they did the dot, only it's in the wrong spot. The cheeks are different. She has a really big dot, doesn't she? Mm-hmm. Yeah, okay. So we've got a lot of different Hillarys out there. So how do you take down a system with 5 doubles?
They've been doing it for years. It's just we haven't known about it.
The Hillary mess and the saga of Donald Trump's like watching, what did you say, a reality TV show?
It's like reality show. Yeah. It's a reality TV show. Takes your eyes off the story. The real story is that we're broke, the dollar's going down, and there's a move to the east with power.
Keep in mind, yeah, and Obama moved most of the Navy to the east. In fact, when he got in office, he moved 70% of the military forces to the east in anticipation of war with China. He wants death, destruction.
But you see, we've been telling everybody right along, okay, be prepared for this, be prepared. Well, they've been able, it's like a big yawn right now. They've been able to just keep it going a little bit longer, so everybody's thinking, well, I guess maybe it's not going to happen. Well, I guess maybe, you know, we're not going to see any problems. Well, I don't believe it, but it's just like, it's like this weird quiet before the storm.
Did you know that Mao Zedong was on the CIA payroll? And that when he finally left, the Red Dragon family said, enough, we got to kick the United States out of here, because Mao Zedong just bowed to the West.
Well, that's a very interesting little side.
And him and Saddam Hussein, they were both CIA. Stalin and Hitler met at Tavistock Institute and played checkers. They weren't enemies, they were friends. They orchestrated.
They were frenemies.
They were frenemies. I mean, if Stalin was really after Hitler, don't you think he would have bombed him in Argentina after he left? Yeah, but the real thing is the Treasury, Puerto Rico's unincorporated, so when those bonds go down, those are U.S. Treasury bonds issued by who? Hillary Clinton and Hillary Clinton's State Department issued those bonds that are now
Cruz was part of that too, though.
Cruz was part of that. His wife was supposed to protect it.
That's right, but that is being very hushed up.
Not even the economists that we talked to. They won't release that information.
The ramifications are, they don't quite understand that.
Well,
we can't pay our bills.
The U.S. Navy tries to go to Hong Kong, a week ago, and they were stopped because they didn't have silver. Because
yeah, they could dock, But if they wanted to refuel...
No, they couldn't even dock. They couldn't pay their docking fees.
Okay.
They wouldn't even allow them to dock without silver.
Yeah, if they wanted to buy fuel, they had to either pay in gold or silver because the rest of the world is saying, hey, the U.S. dollar is no good anymore.
They won't accept gold anymore because the United States, remember when they gave $92.5 billion of gold to China and it was made of tungsten? And we did a video on TV on... Oh my God, you're over there looking at your ring and it said F on it, and is that fake?
Is that fake? I know, I got all paranoid. But
So they don't even accept gold from the United States.
They want silver and gold for payment, and they don't want U.S. dollars. And that is the United States Navy. So what's that say? So
the U.S. Navy was denied access to the port in Hong Kong this week because China no longer accepts the U.S. dollar. Fuel and docking fees must now be paid in silver and gold. They have special machines now to determine whether it's real or fake gold.
They can check it out right on the spot.
So how's the military going to get parts for anything? Nuclear weapons, tanks, ships, you blow a board.
We have no industry in the United States.
No, Clinton destroyed it.
Yes.
Somebody from intelligence called me several times screaming about it. In fact, I had a meeting, Jane, in 1991 with the Washington National Guard Association. With the 2-star who went to his 3-star, and they went to the Joint Chiefs of Staff and talked about this, and they said, don't worry about it. So then, in 1995, I met with the 2-star in charge of the Army Reserve Center. I forget who it was. We carpeted his office. I was an engineer. We do this stuff. We meet with generals. And I said, how are we going to get military parts if Clinton is moving our industrial base out of the country? We don't have any chrome to make stainless steel. The largest chrome deposit is in the U.S. I know where it is. Nobody's asked me. We don't have chrome, which is essential for these computer parts. How are we going to redo because those little computer modules in the ICBMs last only so many years because that radiation leak, so you have to throw them away. Give them to Hanford. They'll throw them in the Columbia River. There's a big pile of radioactive stuff right outside of Hanford. Just go scuba diving. You want some radioactive parts? Just go scuba diving.
It's so sad. It's just so sad.
So how are we going to buy parts for our...
We can't. We have to retool. Retooling takes years. Our industry has been mothballed.
How are we going to...
We don't even have the technology of the people to work it. I mean, or are they going to bring in robots? Well, where are they going to get the robots? China? I don't think so.
I don't think so. All of our launch codes are in China. That's why the VA has been selling military records around the world for 10 years. Is what I've been investigating. When they sold the records, people took our access codes to the Blue Army in China and gave them access to all our computers. So even the 3-star generals, the one in charge of the National Guard for the United States and the one in charge of the Army Reserve, went to the Joint Chiefs of Numbnut. I mean, Joint Chiefs of Numbnut. I didn't say it.
No, you did not.
Joint Chiefs of Staff, and they said, don't worry about it. How can you not worry about it?
I don't think they realized the ramifications for the future. I really don't. They just didn't put A to B to C to D. They didn't figure it.
Well, so what you're saying is the Joint Chiefs of Staff are either paid off or they're stupid. Yeah, I'll go with stupid because they're generals.
Well, they're told to shut up and just take it, or they'll be replaced.
And they are replaced constantly. So what do we, I
don't know. This is so sad. Our state of affairs is so sad.
Here's Guccifer, who broke in. Romanian,
yeah,
you know he's being paid by the CIA.
Guccifer, he started taking Hillary's emails years ago, and Russia just let him do it because as he was downloading it, they were copying it.
But he's in Romania, we have a huge U.S. military base in Romania, huge underground forces there. We must have known Guccifer was there, and he must have been a CIA asset because you don't just go into a $2,000 home PC and break into the FBI archive. But if the FBI archives have had these emails where Hillary has talked about the destruction of the United States and the killing of all the FBI agents, because she intends to make the FBI the fall guy for Homeland Security, they're going to be the brown shirts. The FBI either is going to stand up or die.
Well, I think that Putin was going to try to help Trump out by releasing the Hillary emails from Guccifer, and because he favors Trump. And so they hurry up and put out the Panama Papers that tried to point the finger at a lot of Russian high-ranking officials for having. So they said, "Hey, you do that, and I'm going to do the Panama. I'm going to send the Panama Papers out." So
he favors Trump because Trump can pay the Russians back.
Well, I think Trump can possibly he can broker peace.
Not only can he broker peace, he can pay him back. Hillary, she's in a destructo mode. And Bernie, I mean, what do you say to Obama after he says he's going to destroy the republic, turns into a demon, and flips everybody off?
Well, it's
and Hillary was his choice to run the State Department, which runs the country.
I think that was the deal. Okay, you can be the president, but I'm going to run the country.
Yeah, and now she's running the country into the ground. The Panama Papers, by the way, were doctored by the CIA. That was the response to Hillary Clinton's hacked emails. And we know she wants to destroy the country because she's already said so in WikiLeaks.org. She wants a full-scale nuclear war with Iran. Now, when Iran launches on Israel, Israel has 2,500 nukes they're going to launch at everybody. Hillary wants the destruction of planet Earth. We've already showed you the Hillary Clinton email archive. This gal wants nuclear war just like Mitt Romney did. That's why the Chinese put Obama in place. They bought the controlling interest in the Diebold.
Yeah.
That's why Mitt Romney had 55% of the votes, and then all of a sudden in 3 minutes he only had 45% of the votes, and he resigned 2 minutes later.
We haven't had free elections for years, but you know it's interesting. If nothing else comes out of this, the American people realize that the Donald Trump election campaign, how dirty it is and how controlled it is, and people are definitely waking up
as to how dirty it is,
and how they don't have as much control as they think. It's
well,
a sad state of affairs.
The president called Bernie Sanders comrade at the last state dinner. Yes, my comrade. I'm like, the new face of the Democratic Party, comrade. So it's going.
It's all coming out, isn't it?
It's all coming out. These freaks at the top. Oh, she has a little word. That's the lady.
Divert. Yeah,
I'm diverting because this, Kremlin war erupts over release of top secret Hillary Clinton emails.
Yeah.
This has all of the links. Guccifer. It has a link to Hillary Clinton hacked Benghazi emails full release. Libyan gold oil Gaddafi, the strange email Sidney Blumenthal sent to Hillary Clinton. It's all there. She doesn't have a word. That's a different one. CIA intelligence doctored documents, the Panama Papers.
So anyway, the whole thing is a huge reality show to take the American people's eyes off. Well, for one thing, they are waking up, but it's to take their eyes off of the financial problems that we're in right now. And the destruction of America, because I think they are afraid that if the people band together, they're in deep doo-doo. And so they try to distract so the people don't get it together and band together and say enough. And that's what it's going to take.
Well, we have over 1 million people praying every night. They only give us 10% of our hits, which is fine. We didn't get into this for the money. God does what God wants to do. I think if 1 million people pray that these people go down, it's going to happen. I mean, this is Blumenthal. So these emails, you start reading Hillary's emails, oh my God. And they're just beyond treasonous. I mean, I remember when she said that Mujahideen al-Khaliq is no longer on the terrorist watch list within a minute after they confirmed Christopher Stevens being raped, tortured, and killed. Oh, you didn't know that they raped him about a dozen times. These are our buddies, the Mujahideen al-Khaliq. They raped our special forces, and then after they killed them. These are some real freaks the CIA hired. I mean, the body was incredible. They just cut him to pieces. These are some real wonderful people. So anyway, pray that those who have committed treason on our government are immediately contained for life. All of those at the top committing treason need to be contained. Prepare your family for what's coming. Jim Willie says, you know, and we also say this, clean out your safe deposit boxes and bank accounts. Buy silver, gold, and food. That's why we have two two channels where we push buying food that lasts a long time. Your stuff in the bank, even your safe deposit box stuff, belongs to the bank.
Yeah, they're talking about zero interest rates. They're talking about bail-ins, and they're talking about cashless society. So that's the writing's on the wall.
All over Arkansas
the
they have
writing's on the wall.
All over Arkansas, those little chip readers and chippers they have in Walmart are all over the place.
Well, the little kids are being chipped for their little lunches.
They're chipping kids to get lunches.
They're the little kids put their thumb on the thing, and then they get their lunch. So they says it's so easy. I don't have to carry a card or
with their thumbprint.
Mm-hmm.
And
they swipe their thumb and they get lunch.
Well, they're chipping them now.
Oh, they're teaching them young. Oh, this is the way to go. You don't have to worry about anything.
20 years ago at Cheney Stadium, which is just an A team for the Mariners, one of the security guards told me they were reading iris patterns at 500 yards. That was 20 years ago. And if you had a warrant or warrant issued by some corporate judge, that you would show up red on a black and white screen, and they would track you. And when you went to the bathroom, the police were waiting to arrest you. So 20 years ago, that's 1995, they were using this stuff. Okay, well, thank you very much. Watch the video, be ready. Be careful. Your paper money may be declared fairly worthless.
There is a little bit of time left, but not much.
Yeah,
we're at the end game here.
Yeah.
Although it doesn't seem like it. It's like this calming lull right now, but it's not really.
We're told that, we're told the same thing we said 9 years ago, that the 1st of June, you know what will start to happen. And by July, when everybody realizes what's going on, poop will hit the fan. And they're planning on mass riots in August. So that's what they're planning.
Whether it'll happen, we don't know, but that's what they're planning.
If you have food and water and toilet paper, ammunition, heat, and communication, you'll be able to hunker down for as long as you can. Remember, though, they're going to want property taxes, rent, utilities.
Yeah. You got to figure a place to live and eat.
That's all in the video. Be ready. It's on YouTube. William Mount, be ready. That's why we have advertising. I don't make a dime on this. I advertise food underneath this. Food and medicine. And we do Immusis, Citricare. Get your family ready, folks. Anyway, God bless. Thank you very much. And you have a
nice weekend.
Yeah, have a nice weekend. Good night.